Hello friends, welcome to part 8 of the series, and here we will continue with our useReducer hook. So in the previous part we have created something a bit complicated and which is not required, and we are not required to have multiple states. So this can be, we can simplify this a lot, and for that let me copy again from here to a new. So copy, let me make it 3 because I don't require this increment 10 increment decrement 10. You might have guessed how it worked on part 7. So count 3 I have done. 3, yeah, so counter 3 counter 3 here also, 3 here also, and 3 here also. Save it. Yeah, so counter 3. So this is our simple one. So if you want 2, so how will we do that? So it is very easy. We don't need to create a new state, but we can copy this and we can create a new count. So count 2 and dispatch 2, and reducer and initial state will be there. So div this count, make it count 1, and again a div. So again a div, it will throw me a lot of error actually, because I have to wrap it in a same enclosing thing, either a div, but it's okay. I will use a fragment. And okay, so I formatted it. So this is count 2 and this is count 2. So we are using count 2 and increment, yeah. So dispatch again will be 2 and 2. Let me save it, and this will increment this will decrement this, and this will increment this. So we have 2 separate counters, so this is what we required. So reset will work separately. So this is how this can be simplified, which we have created in the previous part. Okay, so like this. So the next thing we will see is the use of reducer with useContext. So till now what we have seen, the useReducer with local state management, but as you know that the Redux is we work for global state management, the Redux. So this is a bit of similar example to how we will use a Redux. So let us do that. So for this we have to create a lot of components, because we want to mimic the context. Use of context API also means how we can have one state and use it in a lot of other state, which is the benefit of Redux also. So maintaining a global state. So in app.js, let me do one thing. So in components I have come and let me again open that will be much better. Okay, so touch command, let me first clear it. So touch command creates, these are all Unix commands. So grand parent 1.js .js and grand parent 3.js. So I've created this 3 files, grand parent 1, 2 and 3. So I don't want this. So it will not come. I want to do the auto import actually, so for that let me create some RAFCE. So this is grandparent 1, save it. Okay, grandparent 1. So it is auto import. Let me do one thing. Let me do the other two also, whether it is there or not doesn't matter. Ctrl C V 2 2 3 3. So save it. Okay, so now the grandparent 2 and grandparent 3 will call actually to more control. Okay, let me open 2 and 3 RAFCE. So grandparent 2 will call a component parent 1. Okay, and grandparent 2 will grandparent 3 will call a component parent 3. So this is how in real world scenario also the components are structured. Someone will have a child, someone will don't have a child, so it is like that. So let me make more file. parent1.js and parent2.js. okay, so you might have guessed we will have child also for parent. So this is grandparent 2 parent 1. I'll import it. Import parent 1 from parent 1. Okay, so like this I will have a parent 2 and parent 2. okay, so let me quickly add this to parent 1 and parent 2 RAFCE, and it will just contain the text parent 1. So let me save it. And the parent 2, as you might have guessed, RAFCE, it will contain a component child 1. Import child 1 from child 1. okay, so again I have to create the child 1. child1.js. now where is child 1? This is the child 1. This will contain the child 1 text, child 1, grandparent 2. Now it is coming grandparent 1, grandparent parent one and child one. So it is coming. So now let us go ahead, and what is our goal is to maintain a state in app.js and update it through different components. So this is what we meant by Redux. It's a global state thing, so we can change it from different. So this is where useContext and useReducer combination will help. So if we cannot do it alone with useContext or alone with useReducer, so let's go ahead. As in the useContext example, we have seen that we were only passing something like and using it use. So this is a very powerful concept, useReducer, and then here let us have that initial state thing. So let me copy it from my counter one because it is there. This initial state thing is there. Yeah, this initial state, and now this initial state, let me write it const count comma dispatch equal to use reducer comma initial state. So we're using both of them. Yeah, so now where does context fit in? So we will create a context, as you might know from my previous part. So we have to export it also. Const counter context equal to any name we can give, react dot create context, and we have to create it like this. So counter context equal to react dot create context, and now counter, or let me make it not counter, let me make it count context. Okay, so now we have to wrap the components in which we want it. So let me wrap it here. Let me bring it up. Okay, and now countContext dot provider we have to use. Okay, provider, then value. So what value, this is a keyword, and we have to pass anything what we want to pass. So we will pass the count and the dispatch, but let us pass with a different name. Count state is count comma count dispatch is dispatch. So we have them, both of them, and now it's time to use them. So first thing, see, these three only will use grandparent one, parent one, child one. So this was to show means how we can use it in different components. So I'll come here and import countContext from .app. Then, as we have learned, const. Okay, so we have to use this use context, as we have seen in the use context example how easy it is to use the context. Use context, then we have to count context equal to use context, and this is caps. So this is small, we're creating a local variable, and this is caps, this one. Okay, so don't confuse in that. Grandparent one, I want to keep the name, and then countContext. So we are using this, so we have no access to this variable count state. Okay, and now we'll have 3 buttons, so it's better to take again. Why did I close it? From here only. Okay, so dispatch, so we want to call this dispatch method, this dispatch. So how do we call it? So dispatch method we are also passing there as count dispatch. So this is very easy, not dispatch, this should be dispatch. Not the other spell is count dispatch, it should be like this, count dispatch. So how to use that count dispatch? We cannot use it like this, so we have to use it like this, countContext dot count dispatch. And now let me save it. Something happened. Yeah, so it is there, the buttons, and see, it is incrementing, decrementing. From here it is incrementing this state, and perfectly it is incrementing, decrementing, and reset. So the same thing. So now we want to control this from the parent, so it is very easy. Means where is, I don't want this, so parent one is like this. So let me copy quickly like this, and then it will be exactly similar, nothing else. Only I want it to be parent. Let me save it. Oh, yep, we have to use this, use context, and yeah, so it is there. So let me quickly do it in child also, child one also, and again I should not forget, use context, then this, what is child 1 4th line, okay, again I forgot something. Okay, yeah, so our app is complete, so we can do it like this, and see it is increasing. It is a global state, so it should increase, means every time we are, this is the global state, so 5 I am increasing here, so everywhere it should increase. Decrement, it should decrement everywhere. Reset, it should reset everywhere. Increment here, decrement here, increment here, so it is working fine. So this complete our part 8 of the series. I will see you soon in the part 9.